Welcome back to Booze on the Rocks. My name is David Edwards, and today we're going to use some of this pineapple and a bunch of this rum, and we're going to make this, the swimming pool. But first, this. All right, so let's get into this. The swimming pool cocktail was invented in 1979 by Charles Schumann. Now, Charles was born Carl George Schumann in 1941 in Upper Palatinate. And in 1973, after he had spent some time in France, he came back to Munich, Germany, and started working at Harry's New York bar. But 9 years later, in 1982, he opened Schumann's American bar in the same city. And 4 years after that, in 86, he released his first book called Tropical Bar Book, Drinks and Stories. And this is where the swimming pool is first published. However, in 91, he released another book called The American Bar, Artistry of Mixing Drinks. And this is where he reduced the proportion of rum in favor of pineapple juice, giving us the version that you're most likely to see in bars today. It's also the version that we're going to make right now. So let's get into it. The first thing, of course, I need is my shaking glass. Of course, and I'm saying that word again, we need some vodka. We need 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 milliliters of vodka. And I'm using Flight Vodka. It's a vodka that's local to where I live. We're going to use the next thing that you usually see in all tropical drinks. We're going to put some rum in here. And we need 3/4 of an ounce of rum as well. And of course, again, 22.5 mils. And this is where we deviate slightly. We're not deviating from the recipe, it's just deviating from, we're not putting the third alcohol in right now. So the first thing, of course, we need is some pineapple juice. And we need 2 ounces of pineapple juice. Now we're gonna make this a little bit creamy. We need 3/4 of an ounce of a heavy cream. And for this, I'm using a whipping cream. It's 35% fat. In Canada, it gives me the same fat ratio every single time. And finally, we need a little bit of coconut cream. Again, we need 3/4 of an ounce of that. Oops, a bit much. And that's 22.5 mils. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add some ice to our shaker here. And we're going to shake this for a good 10 to 15 seconds. Whoops, a little bit of a wobble there. Put this over here because we don't need it. And we're going to build this into a tall glass. Use a tall glass of your choice. In this case, I'm using a Collins glass here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this, a good chunk of this, with crushed ice. And now we're going to strain this in. Now this doesn't look like a very nice looking swimming pool yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit more crushed ice. And now, this is where we're going to use our blue curacao. Again, we need 1/2 ounce at this point in time, so it's the smallest amount that we need. Of blue curacao, this is 15 milliliters. And what we're going to do is we're going to drizzle this around the top. I probably need one that'll give me a bit more of a pour control, but and what we want is that nice, beautiful blue bleed. We don't want it to be a consistent bleed. It could be if that's what you would like. However, to give us this nice look, this is exactly what we want. So it's looking really nice. You can't complain about that. Put this here. I'm going to just move this over here because what we need now is our decorative pieces. Of course, I have my pineapple here. And you just take your frond, pull it side to side while pulling up, and you get yourself a nice couple of fronds that you can use to work with. But I also would like a piece of pineapple to put in there. So, yeah, that's kind of my look, right? We're gonna give this a nice sort of a thin wedge. And I want a nice, good-sized, tall pineapple wedge. Look, it's Pac-Man. Nom, 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 nom. And I know I have problems, everybody. We're gonna put this right here, like so. It looks nice. We'll give ourselves a couple of nice little pineapple fronds here. And welcome to the swimming pool. What do you think? You're feeling nice, it's tropical. We've all been stuck inside for a couple of months. This is a perfect time to try Charles Schuhmann's drink. Look at that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my bendy straw. I got stainless steel straws here. And we're gonna give it a bit of a sip, see what it tastes like. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's, you don't really get the sense of the alcohol. You get a little bit of the sweetness of the blue curacao, the pineapple, and the coconut cream. It all blends together really, really nice. And you get this really creamy, just shy of being sweet. It's really nice. I like this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the method and the ingredients down in the description below. Leave a comment below if you think I should use a different vodka and a different rum for this. Maybe even a dark rum, something that'll change this up slightly and give me different flavors. If this is your first time to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification. That way you'll make sure that you get notified by YouTube every single time I put up a new video. But if you don't like the tropics or a nice chance to sit beside the pool, hit the thumbs down button twice. And we'll see you next time. In my own mind, the sky is purple. And things actually go my way, the first called the Tropical Bar Book, Drinks and Stories. And this is where it's also the version that we're gonna make. So let's get into it. So the first thing, of course, I need is not this glass.